Think traveling the USA has to be expensive? That seeing iconic landmarks and breathtaking national parks will drain your bank account? For years, the American road trip has been painted as a costly dream, a rite of passage for those with deep pockets. The story goes you need thousands just to get by, that a $50 bill barely covers a single decent meal, let alone a place to sleep. But what if that story is wrong? What if the real adventure is in discovering the heart of America in a way that's both authentic and shockingly affordable? It's not only possible, it might just be the most rewarding journey of your life. From the sun-drenched canyons of the West to the soulful rhythms of the South, this is your ultimate guide to traveling the US on a micro-budget. So, forget what you've been told. In this video, we're showing you, step by step, how to conquer the United States for under $50 a day. And we're not talking about just surviving, we're talking about thriving. We're giving you 10 core strategies that will unlock a side of America you've never seen before, proving the greatest adventures don't come with a hefty price tag. It's time to pack your bags. Your biggest expense is where you sleep. A typical hotel can wipe out your $50 daily budget in one go. The first rule of budget travel is to completely rethink your definition of a place to stay. This is where your $50 day is won or lost. Your most powerful tool is camping. The US has an incredible network of public lands, and campsites can run from $10 to $30 a night. Split that with a friend, and you're down to just a few bucks for a night under the stars. Imagine waking up near the rock formations of Moab, Utah, or in the forest near Asheville, with the Blue Ridge Mountains as your backdrop. This turns your accommodation into a breathtaking experience. If you're a city person, the answer is hostels. While not as common as in Europe, they are a lifeline for budget travelers. A dorm bed might run you $40 to $60, but they often include priceless perks like a kitchen, Wi-Fi, and a common room full of fellow travelers. In a city like San Diego, a hostel gets you near the beach for a fraction of a hotel's cost. Use a site like Hostel World to check reviews and book ahead. Finally, don't underestimate sleeping in your vehicle, where it's safe and legal. Rest areas, designated free camping zones, and even some large retail parking lots, with permission, can be a free place to park for the night. It isn't glamorous, but for a cost of zero, it frees up your entire budget for adventure. Your second biggest cost is food. Eating out 3 times a day will destroy your $50 budget. The solution is simple. The grocery store is your new best friend. This doesn't mean a sad diet of instant noodles. It means embracing the art of the picnic. Start your day with oatmeal, fruit, or bagels. For lunch, pack sandwiches and snacks. That move alone can save you $20 to $30 a day. When you stay somewhere with a kitchen, you can whip up hearty dinners like pasta or rice and beans for just a few bucks. But you have to try the local food. The key is to eat like a local, not a tourist. Hunt down the legendary food trucks of Austin or Portland for a phenomenal meal around $10 to $15. Find the best BBQ joints in Kansas City or Memphis, where a life-changing sandwich might only set you back a few bucks. In Memphis, you can find iconic chopped pork sandwiches for well under $10. Just walk 2 blocks away from any main tourist street, and you'll find prices drop by half and authenticity skyrockets. Ask a local, where do you go for a great cheap lunch? The answers will lead you to the heart of a city's food scene. Budget $10 to $15 a day for one special, local meal, and cover the rest with your grocery haul. This way, you save money while still tasting the incredible diversity of American food. Okay, so you've got a cheap place to sleep and you're eating well on a budget. Now, let's fill your days. The best-kept secret of US travel is that so many of the greatest experiences are completely free. Every major city is an open-air museum. In Savannah, you can spend an entire day wandering its 22 historic squares and stunning Forsyth Park without spending a dime. In New Orleans, the magic is in the free street performances in the French Quarter and the live music on Frenchmen Street. Strolling the San Antonio Riverwalk is one of Texas's most iconic and free experiences. You can also explore the grounds of the Alamo and the other 4 historic missions, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, all for free. Beyond the cities, nature is America's greatest free show. Countless city parks, Local hiking trails and beautiful beaches cost nothing. A day on the free beaches of San Diego is just as memorable as any expensive attraction. In Boulder, Colorado, you're surrounded by world-class hiking trails in the Rocky Mountain foothills that are totally free to access. And don't forget museums. Many of the nation's best museums, like the Nelson Atkins Museum of Art in Kansas City, have free general admission. In other cities, many museums offer free admission days or hours. Just do a quick search for free museum days in any city you visit. You'll be shocked at what's out there. Getting around a country as massive as the United States is a huge challenge. Flying is pricey. The real solution is to slow down and embrace ground travel. The most iconic and affordable way to see the US is the road trip. If you have a car, your main cost is gas. The key is to travel with friends to split the fuel cost, which makes it incredibly affordable and gives you the freedom to stop anywhere. Use an app like Gas Buddy to find the cheapest gas along your route. If you don't have a car, inner-city buses are your best bet. Companies like Greyhound and Megabus connect you to thousands of cities for a fraction of the price of a flight, especially if you book in advance. A bus ticket from Los Angeles to Las Vegas can cost less than a pizza. It's not glamorous, but it's a lifesaver for a sub-$50 daily budget. For certain routes, like in the Northeast, Amtrak trains can be a good deal if booked way in advance. But for cross-country travel, the road trip and the bus are the undisputed champs of budget travel. The slower pace also forces you to see the so-called flyover states, which hold some of the country's best hidden gems. If you plan on visiting more than 2 national parks, this tip is non-negotiable. The America the Beautiful annual pass is the single best investment for a budget U.S. trip. The pass currently costs $80. Since popular parks like Zion or the Grand Canyon can charge up to $35 per vehicle, the pass pays for itself after visiting just 3 parks. This one card gets you and everyone in your car into more than 2,000 federal recreation sites, including all national parks and national forests, for a full year. Imagine driving into Moab and visiting both Arches and Canyonlands. National parks without thinking about the cost. It completely changes how you plan your trip. Instead of debating if a park is worth the entry fee, you can freely explore any of them. For seniors, a lifetime pass is available for just $80. Buy this pass before you hit the road. It's your golden ticket to the best of America. If you're finding these tips helpful and you're already picturing your own $50 a day adventure, do us a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And let us know in the comments below which of these strategies you think would save you the most money. Now, let's get back to the final 5 strategies. When you travel is almost as important as where you go. If you travel during peak summer or big holidays, you'll fight crowds and high prices for everything. The secret is the shoulder seasons, the months just before and after the peak. For most of the country, this means April, May, and September, October. During these months, the weather is often better, the crowds are thinner, and prices for accommodation and attractions drop significantly. Think about visiting Utah's national parks in the fall once the scorching summer heat is gone. Or explore southern cities like Savannah in the spring when the flowers are blooming. Not only will you save money, but your entire experience will be more pleasant. You'll get that iconic photo without 100 other people in the background. Your smartphone is one of your most powerful budget travel tools. Loaded up with money-saving apps like Gas Buddy for fuel, Hostel World for accommodation, and The Dirt, or iOverlander, for finding campsites. Beyond that, use the internet to find free things to do. A simple search for free activities in Niue will give you tons of ideas, from free walking tours to local concerts. And don't forget old-school local info. Make your first stop the local visitor center. The staff are a goldmine of information about free events, local discounts, and tips you won't find in a guidebook. They can hand you a map for a free hiking trail or tell you about a free concert in the park that very evening. This mix of digital tools and human knowledge will unlock savings you never knew existed. Let's be real. Some places are just cheaper than others. A $50 day in New York City is an extreme sport. A $50 day in Cheyenne, Wyoming, or Kansas City, Missouri can be comfortable. Your money will stretch so much further in the Midwest and the South. Cities like Memphis, Tennessee, and Albuquerque, New Mexico offer incredible culture, music, and food for a fraction of the cost of coastal hubs. Oklahoma City offers Western charm with a very low cost of living. This doesn't mean you have to skip the famous states. It just means being smart. Instead of Los Angeles, check out San Diego for a more laid-back and affordable California beach vibe. Instead of Aspen, explore the nature around Colorado Springs, where hiking is the main and free attraction. By picking affordable destinations, you make staying under $50 a day 10 times easier. This might seem small, but it has a big impact on your wallet. Packing everything you need stops you from buying forgotten items at inflated prices. More importantly, packing light saves you money on transportation. Many budget bus and airline companies charge high fees for checked bags. By traveling with only a carry-on, you dodge those fees completely. This forces you to be ruthless about what you bring. Think versatile clothes you can layer and a reusable water bottle. This minimalist approach also makes you more mobile and flexible. You can walk from the bus station to your hostel without dragging a massive suitcase. You're quicker, freer, and less weighed down, both physically and financially. Ultimately, traveling the USA for under $50 a day is a shift in your mindset. It's about choosing experiences over expensive comforts. It's knowing that a conversation in a hostel common room can be more valuable than a sterile hotel room, and a picnic in a park more memorable than a fancy restaurant. You have to embrace a little uncertainty. Maybe your planned campsite is full, so you find another down the road and discover an even better view. Maybe you hop on the wrong bus and discover a new neighborhood. This style of travel is a game of smart, authentic discovery. That $50 limit isn't a restriction. It's a creative challenge that forces you to connect with the country on a deeper, more meaningful level. So there you have it, 10 real strategies to travel the USA for under $50 a day. This country is filled with incredible beauty, and you don't need a fortune to see it. The Great American Road Trip isn't just a privilege for the wealthy. It is alive and well and more accessible than you ever imagined. By rethinking how you sleep, eat, and explore, you can unlock a nation of wonders on a budget. The key is to be smart, flexible, and open to the idea that the best travel experiences are rarely the most expensive ones. So pack that bag, fill up that tank, and get out there. The road is calling, and now you know you can afford to answer. Safe travels. If this guide inspired you, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more budget travel guides.